Welcome back to Power Lunch. I'm Seema Modi. A handful of big names hitting all-time highs in today's session. JP Morgan, Deere, Caterpillar, PayPal, and Microsoft all rising to records with the broader market following the VIX's break below 20 on Friday, a key psychological level for investors often viewed as a risk-on signal. So are there any names here worth chasing? Bill Baruch of Blue Line Capital, Delano Sapru of New Street Advisors are your Trading Nation team today. Delano, I'll start with you. What's your top pick?
Hey, Seema, thank you for having me. So I like PayPal, and we talked about it. You like to highlight your winners, and we talked about it earlier. I talked about that. What is PayPal and Square being some of my picks for 2021, and PayPal's up nearly 30%. What I like, as we spoke about earlier, is we're seeing the move to contactless payment solutions. That theme is still playing here, especially in these times. We're seeing the e-commerce trend growing, and that's something that PayPal can take advantage of. And also, we're seeing the crypto craze, and with PayPal being one of the places where people can buy and sell cryptocurrency, I think that plays well in their hand. They're still trusted very much by the public, and I think those are some of the things we're looking at. I also like Microsoft that we talked about. There's many reasons why. As we talked about the gaming, the hybrid cloud, those things still stand strong, but those are some of the winners, and I think that you still have opportunity to get into those names.
Bill, let's talk about PayPal, the shift to cashless payments and Bitcoin. That seems to be already priced into this stock. So do you stick with the winners here or look for some of the underperformers for opportunity?
Thanks, Seema. And PayPal as well as Microsoft are two of my top holdings. But I do think this market, my upside target, rolling 12-month upside target is 46.25. If you look at in the S&P 500, if you look at what happened over the last 2 weeks, it makes you think it's very possible before the end of the year. And ultimately, though, as straight shot this market has been, there are pullbacks to capitalize, and I think that's where it's important to have a shopping list. Listen, I was out there in October calling for the 10-year yield to go from 60 basis points to 1.25, and it's there now. It hit that for the first time today, but that was the time to be buying banks. And I think right now, as you're seeing JP Morgan make a record high, you're seeing PayPal surge on the cashless payments and the part of Bitcoin. I mean, there's a lot of these narratives have already played out. So what I'm doing is from last week, I'm trimming names. I'm trimming off Microsoft and trimming off PayPal, and then I want to know where to go shopping for these again. So listen, the technical charts, there's anybody who ever said that you can't draw lines on charts and be accurate is wrong, because look at these charts. Take a look at Deere, for instance. Since May, this has been a nice, very steady climb. And that you draw a trend line on something like that, you know where to go shopping. Or look at Microsoft. You have a nice wedge breakout here over the past couple of weeks. Wait for a retest back into some of that range. There are some really good technical charts out here to take a look at. And what I can really emphasize is have your shopping list for a pullback, because I think volatility is going to continue this year as we make our way up to 46.25 in the S&P 500.